Tuesday. We're talking about Tuesday's workout. We're going to start with the warm-up movements that we're going to use. We're going to do inchworm press-ups to begin. I'm going to stand up tall. I'm going to fold forward, feel a little stretch in the back of my legs. Walk my hands out into a plank. Do a push-up. You can do this from your toes or from your knees. Then you're going to walk your hands back to your feet. Okay? That's the first movement in the warm-up that we're doing. Second thing is going to be a knee pull plus a reverse lunge. So I'm going to pull my knee into my chest. I'm going to step back, tap my back knee to the ground, then stand up and switch sides. Left knee pulls into my chest, left knee steps back, tap, and stand up. Nice and easy. Should be a little stretch when you pull your knee to your chest. Big lunge step on the way back. Third thing we're doing is a no arm sit up. I'm gonna sit on my butt, arms across my chest. I lay down, touch my shoulders, sit up tall so my shoulders are on top of my hips. Inchworm press ups, knee pull plus reverse lunge steps, and then no arm sit ups for the workout. Never helpful for the workout. The equipment version is going to be 3 different movements, all of which are going to use the dumbbells. The first is going to be a swing. Okay, if you have a kettlebell, you can use a kettlebell. It's a little bit more natural than using a dumbbell, but both will work just fine. As it's written, these are going to be alternating, which means I'll use one hand at a time. It's a little bit weird, so this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to grab a dumbbell with one hand. I'm going to swing back between my legs, then open my hips and switch hands. Open my hips, switch hands. Okay? So I transition up at the top every single time. If that feels sketchy, or if you're like, I don't want to throw my dumbbell into my wall, hold on to the dumbbell with both hands, swing back, open your hips, and bring the dumbbell up. Okay? Those will work just as well. What we're looking for with these is a tight belly so that we have a flat back. My shoulders stay pulled back, my abs are engaged. When I hinge, so when I swing, my hips go back, but my back never does that. Okay? So I keep my belly tight, keep my shoulders pulled back, send my hips back, and then my hips opening up is what swings the weight up into the air. We're just looking for about shoulder height at the top of the swings. After we get done with those, we're going to do alternating strict press with the dumbbells. So a tough movement here. We're going to put the dumbbells up on our shoulders. You're going to squeeze your belly and butt so that your back stays neutral. You're going to press with one arm, then come back down. Press with the other, then come back down. If, as you fatigue, these become too much, and you feel yourself starting to do this as you press, instead, just turn them into a push press. So I'm going to dip, drive, and press. Come back down, dip, drive, and press. We're just going one side at a time. Last movement for the equipment version is going to be dumbbell burpees. So the dumbbells are on the ground. I'm going to put my hands on the bells. I'm going to jump my feet back and then come up and do a deadlift. Okay, the tricky part here is making sure that your back stays flat before the deadlift. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna do a burpee. When I come back up, my feet go between the bells. I'm gonna sit my hips down as low as I can get. So I'm trying to keep my back as flat as possible, then come up. Try these out before you get into the workout. Just feel like what width is gonna make the most sense for you, what's gonna make it the easiest to get yourself into a strong position. Dumbbells go down. I jump myself back, chest to the ground, come back up, feet are flat, hips are nice and low so that my back stays flat. Those are dumbbell burpees. Pretty good time. For the bodyweight version of this thing, we're gonna start with jumping squats. So whenever we squat, I want my feet to be shoulder width apart and I want them to be pointed forward, okay? If I'm doing an air squat, it looks like this. The mechanics don't change, I just jump at the top if it's a jumping squat. Okay, when I'm squatting, my heels stay flat the whole time. Next, incline push-ups. So kind of goofy, you can use a couch, whatever. Belly stays tight, you're gonna lower down, touch your chest, and then push back up. Lower down, touch your chest, and then push back up. The more vertical you are, the easier they become. So if you start to get tired and you need to add some scaling to it, go to something that's a little bit higher. Maybe you go to your dining room table, your countertop, whatever. If you want to add more challenge, go more horizontal. Last thing is just a burpee. So I'm gonna jump my feet back, bring my chest to the ground, come back up, jump and clap, overhead. Always good times with the burpees. The mobility is gonna be a wide legs up the wall. I don't really have space here to do it, but what we're gonna do is you're gonna sit with your butt up against the wall, legs are gonna go straight up the wall, and then you're gonna let your feet splay out to the sides. We're gonna do this for 10 minutes, so kind of a long time. Every minute or so, try to walk your heels down another inch. By the time you get done with this, you should be able to let your feet go a lot further than they were when you started. It's a great stretch for the adductors, some of the muscles that get tight from all the squatting that we do. So go the full 10 minutes, try to embrace it. think that's it. I don't know why I get winded doing these videos. It's so weird. That's all I got. If you guys have questions, get in touch. See ya!